Hello, welcome back. Last time I found Chicory, a new home, and looked around the world and it seemed like there was less to do here that... Hold on. Why is there a spot missing on the... I must have like erased someone's color right in front of this place. It looked like there was less to do than I thought there was going to be. So I have a short list of people to talk to and then I might just be done here. Pizza. I heard you'd grown a new brush, but I almost didn't believe it. Who knew you were such a special, amazing person? Well, I did. But I think you've shown the world now, too. I always believed in you. We were outside when colors started falling from the sky. It was so beautiful. Where did that all come from? I guess it was from the old brush exploding? Wow. That's grim, but it was beautiful. There's a lot of talk about how things will change. You've got the whole art academy worried and excited. It makes me proud to know that's my kid out there. Disrupting the order of society with magical brush powers. Ha! That's me! I'm just kidding around. Well, half kidding. No, that's legitimately me. I really am proud of you. I know it took a long time, but I'm glad you found something that makes you happy. That doesn't come easy. It certainly never did for me. Now we just have to worry about your sister. Right, she wants to draw tattoos. She knows, you don't. Good luck with everything, Pizza. Come visit anytime you like. And don't be afraid to call either. I should definitely give her a call and see what she says to do. Okay, so when I'm lacking direction after I've talked to everybody on my list, I'm gonna give my mother a call and see what happens. Way to go, kiddo. I always knew you were a great kid. Dad talks in the same font Pizza does. Mom does not. I think she and Clementine share a font, though. But what you did with that brush, it's pretty heroic, you know? I didn't know my kid was so cool. It's enough to make a guy tear up. So, like, what's the deal with you and Chicory, anyway? She your girlfriend now or something? Dad! Okay. I know when to shut up. I was having thoughts about stuff like that when Pizza was saying to Chicory, there's something I really want to tell you, but no, it has to wait. I'm not actually 100% sure that situation resolved itself. I feel like it was... What Pizza wanted to ask was why Chicory chose them as the wielder, right? But then... I don't know, it wasn't 100% clear that that was the question they had in mind. Whatever. Whatever you set your mind to, I know you can do it. If you're going to be a cool brush wielder and teach everyone how to grow their own brush, I know you'll be good at that too. I'm proud of you for finding your own path. Just don't forget about us when you're famous. Alright then. Okay, yeah, Art Academy. What's going on in here? Clementine's here. Quinoa has nothing to say. Clementine has nothing to say. I've already resolved their story. Oh, okay. Nobody wants to talk to me. Alright then. I could probably continue taking art classes here if I hadn't finished it before. Clothing swap. All clothes have been found. Okay, yeah. So this is just like still a convenience for completion if I haven't done it already. Makes sense. My cursor keeps recentering itself in the center of the screen. I want it out of the way. No, it just keeps doing it. Or... The screen has a different cursor spawn spot. I guess each one has its own, and I've never really noticed before. I have noticed it recentering itself, but didn't really think about the implications before. This is not a place I'm gonna go. I'd like to talk to Turnip. What town was Turnip in? It was Potluck, wasn't it? Yeah, north of here. There's Turnip. Has nothing to say to me. Alright then. Yeah, the game's just done at this point, right? Okay, let me check my list. Dr. Cheese, that's someone I certainly want to see. She's all the way on the other side of the world, though. Is anybody in, like, 11Zs? Yes. Well, I talked to Chicory already. I want to talk to her again and see if anything's changed. I can't talk to her again. Okay. Yeah, I think the game's just kind of done here. There's just not a lot. I talked to Cardamom already, right? Sure did. This is fine. It has to end at some point. Hey, Pickle. Feels real outdoorsy. Oh, hey! Radish is here. She's the one I wanted to speak to. Didn't expect to find her here, though. Hey. It's cool to see your gallery. I still want my art to hang here someday. I'll keep working towards that. You better not slack off either. Oh, I'm gonna. Now that anyone can make a brush, I bet the art world is going to explode. What new kinds of classics are possible now? New classics, huh? It'll probably be great. And probably also a bit terrible. Like the internet. Okay, like the internet. Sure, why not? Why are you always so excited for me to get to this screen? Like every time, you do the jump like you have something to say, but then you don't. Is this like a script that broke, I wonder? You had something to say once, like the first time I arrived here, but then never again. You're just always so happy and excited about just nothing. You're the one who had family here and needed to get through the rock slide that I resolved way back then. That's right. I don't remember your name, though. Nor these two. Okay, yeah. Nothing much going on here. So, Blackberry is someone important I definitely want to talk to. Where's her house? It's like Supper Woods or so? Beetroot would just tell me about completion probably, and I've already completed that. Same for spinach. So I don't think I need to worry about them. Alright, let's find Blackberry. Nothing from Lemon. Already did Pickle. Blackberry's like somewhere down here. I'm gonna talk to the spider for sure. Isn't Blackberry's house like real near here? Somewhere in this area. Not here. The spider's near here, though. Maybe west and then south for Blackberry? The spider's just meditating here. If I wait a moment. Nothing happens? I thought you made noises. Yeah, you do. Alright, Blackberry, where do you live again? Could I tell on my map? Sure can't. Is this your house? By that bench? In Gulp Swamp? No. Blackberry's house, there it is. Way down there. Not where I thought. Okay. So... let's go there. Queen Drosera, certainly. Talked to Oates already, I believe. Well, if there's a bench there... is this really gonna get me to Blackberry? Kinda? Like I can go west and then south somehow? I don't think that's true. Like, I'm thinking I can go down this cliff? No, I was closer in the Supper Woods. Or I can go through the Yum Cave. There we go. That's the way. Let's do that. Alright, here we go. Out of the Yum Cave. It's not that hard to do. Just look at the map a little bit and figure it out. Hey, Blackberry. You have nothing to say to me. Great. This is surprisingly unrewarding. I should probably use that phone. You know what? Let's use the phone. Uh-huh. Just in the middle of something. Okay. Yeah, more or less. What is the whole situation? How do you get into these situations? Ha! Looks like you beat the entire game! Is there still plenty for me to do? Brush styles, there we go. All over picnic and secret places, yes. Oh, thank you. Spoon's Island is about where I want to go. That's a fantastic hint. So there is a hint for the brush styles. Alright. Yes, it will. In the southwest. Oh, Dad wants to say something. Sister says hi. Yes. Yes, I do. Let's hear from him. What does he want to say? Yeah, that's right. I never let you do this before, did I? To find one of your missing styles. Head to Spoon's Island. Okay, confirming it outright. Oh, geez. I'm not reading this part. So, yeah. The text was there. If your eyes were in the upper left, you got to read it. My eyes went elsewhere. Spoon's Island is as much clue as I want. You know how he just likes to give away the answer. It almost looks like I can go through here. Almost looks like. Alright, so Spoon's Island for the missing brush style. I'd certainly, now that I have a clue, I will bother to get that. Until I had the clue, I wasn't gonna... Oh, I couldn't see the part of that vine now that the spooky trees are happy. Okay, before that, though, I want to visit Diener's and Breckie. That's the name of the beach place. Diener's and Breckie. Got lots of people to talk to there. Let's start with Breckie. How about this? There's a couple of people in particular I want to talk to here. And just also anybody at all who will talk to me. So Dr. Cheese, I'm thinking, surely will have something to say about new brushes and stuff. Like, how could she not? I don't want to bother this person in the middle of a live stream again, too. Alright, I bothered him. Man, I just depleted the game so well before the ending that there's nothing left to do. That's just how it is. Which is fine, an adult. Hello, fellow adult. After a busy day of eating grown-up vegetables, I am enjoying a tasty sweet. It's very responsible and adult of me. And I am allowed to do this as much and as many times as I want. Because my mom doesn't make the rules anymore. Have a nice day. No, it's good. This one actually turned out okay. I wasn't sure it would, but somehow it did. Dr. Cheese. You're up here, right? I think so. Who was it that was... There's another, like, real isolated house up high in a place that looks kind of like this, but is not this. It was real near the mystery screen I had to swim up waterfalls to get to. Not the Master Gallery, the Hat Maker. Okay, Hat Maker will have nothing new for me. I have some trash to spend. Okay, Dr. Cheese. Color really is a mysterious thing. I envy your ability to make it at will. It's taken me a lifetime of study to produce even a drop. And now that we can theoretically grow more brushes, well, the questions only explode. But on the other hand, I love the mystery and the challenge. I hope we can solve all of its mysteries someday. Oh, did you want to update your custom colors? No, it's fine. Here, I want to use one of my custom colors on you. How about that? That's your color now. And you know what? You get one too. Oops. I missed. You have nothing to say. Alright, well, that was Dr. Cheese. That was all you had to say, right? No. No. I'm curious about all the new developments coming, now that we can grow our own brushes. Finally, we needn't rely on the wielder for our experiments. It does mean our current research has lost some value, but I'm much more excited about all these new questions. Do you have any more to say? No. Okay. Next up. There was no one else actually in Breckie, so I guess I'm going to Diener's. Okay, Diener's. Here I want to see the postmaster, who probably will have nothing for me. Stevia, because Stevia was always fun. You would just ask if I want to update my transit pass. And I don't. There's no color on this screen. Let's get at least some. Here. There. Rooftop party is probably still going, as ever. Sure is. Okay, there's Stevia. Nothing to say to me. Alright, well, I checked. Anyone else I want to see around this town? Not in particular. So I'll look around a little bit, but if there's no one, then I guess I'll head for Spoon's Island. Oh wait, Tea Time Meadows. There's someone I want to see there. And also Shroom is here. What a nice little spot. Almost feels like I could settle down right here. Okay then. Kiwi, what are you up to? Just up there singing and stuff? Here's a song we made together. Alright. Ah, and can I spend my last trash here? Maybe... Friends record. Oh, looks promising. Moments record. There it is. I can spend my last trash here. Perfect. Hardcore record. Alright. All the world is cleaned up and all the trash is disposed of. Thanks for taking all those record players off my hands. I've finally convinced Kiwi to stop bringing me more. And I love all the litter you've brought. Each and every one is precious to me. Maybe it makes me a bit strange, but I just love my little knickknacks. When I hold them, it's like I can feel their history, and know all their stories have a happy ending here with me. Okay. Right, Queen Drosera. Almost forgot about her. Is Prunus still on pizza at this point? I mean... He never left, but also hasn't been mentioned in, like, so long. So I assume so. Just is keeping quiet, in case I ever need any insect translations. This is not the quick way to grub caverns, is it? Well, I'm in the caverns, but, like, quick way to feast. But, like... How far is feast from here? It's just right there, isn't it? Well, this is the way to the quick way. Let me guess. There'll be nothing here. That's my guess. But it's worth a check. I mean, like, I was asked to clean up the trees, and finally I actually did. Well, no, they're still there. They're just, like, less spooky now. Right? Yeah, she has something to say. We noticed that those nasty roots are gone. We're so happy we could dance. Did you fix all the problems then? Well, at least for now. Then you are a very good and cute wielder. We like how you answered, at least for now. These problems always come in cycles. Every little wielder thinks they are seeing things for the first time, but when you are as old as we, you see the same problems again and again. You saw roots like that before? Oh yes, for as long as you wielders have been about. Troublesome things, your little brushes. And now there are going to be way more of them! We remember being told it had to do with your sad little hearts, so wielders would practice to take care of their hearts, such that the roots wouldn't grow so badly. Ah. And over time, that tradition was maybe lost. So Chicory, with her crippling depression, and Pizza just being completely unprepared for everything. Look at all these splotches of color I put in the ground trying to color her. Anyway, yeah, made things worse, basically, until they made it better. We suppose at some point they forgot about that. Yes, exactly. You got there right after I did. That definitely would have been useful info before. Oh, we can be so forgetful. We hope you take good care of your little heart, wielder. You're just so cute. If you become sad, our big heart would be broken. I think it's okay to be sad, as long as we can talk about it. Then we will always be happy to talk. Okay, had a fulfilling conversation with her. That was nice. And there's nobody else around here who I tend to talk to a lot. I'm gonna check the screen a couple of times in case anybody shows up on the couch I put there. Nobody did. Okay. Was she the last one, or was there someone... I think I'm going to Spoon's Island now, right? She was the last one on my list, so yeah, I think I'm going to Spoon's Island. What does this place look like? Yeah, okay. Looks pretty clean. There were, like, a bunch of spooky things here, weren't they? Okay, Spoon's Island. Let's go there. I decided to come here. Pistachio's seated in this chair. Now this is what I call luxury. The log table especially makes me feel like $1,000,000. Does it now? It's probably the same log table a king would have. The room's so nice, I might just stay here and forget about the springs. Nobody else here had anything to say. I can check around. I kind of had forgotten about this place, so on the way to Spoon's Island I decided to come here first. Did I ever know this was where my love picture was? I'm not sure I did, but this is where it is. Just so I can do what I said I was going to do, I do want to see the postmaster. I kind of forgot that that was a thing I was trying to do. Oh, you work here. Okay, that's who you are. Right, I saw you in other places, but forgot where you'd originally come from. Postmaster is here somewhere. Right here. Just because, okay, nothing to say. Now I've checked. Alright, so I'm barely into the island at all, and there's already something I find suspicious. There's this little ledge right here, and there is a screen to the left, where, like, if I were up there, I could walk somewhere. And doesn't it look like from where that gift is, I could totally get over there? So let's try that. This is something I didn't investigate while I was here looking for the last litter or gift or whatever it was. I mean, it should be trivial enough to get there, right? Right? Yeah, I'm there. The tree's in the way. It doesn't let me go. Okay. I mean, that seemed like a weird place to hide this, and I guess that's not where it's hidden. Alright. Oh, wait, what? There's a place right here. Oh, I found it. Okay, that's what I was missing. Oops. I just didn't see that little crack in the rocks. Alright, here we go. So, that looks straightforward. This is like an action puzzle sort of thing, huh? Alright. Grow mushroom, elevate each one. I can't really use the mouse for this. I need my right hand for brushing. Oh, geez. I gotta do these simultaneously? Okay, so I'm just holding left with my left hand. I do need to press the jump button at some point, though. Yeah, so just thinking how I'm gonna negotiate these inputs. Let's just try it. Yeah, okay, that's... I can stop off here and retry, though. Okay, I don't have to do it all in one go. Okay. Well, don't I? No, I do. Wait, how is this gonna work? Hold on, I can elevate this now. And then this, and then... That almost worked, but I didn't... Okay, that almost worked. I think it can. So after a jump, I can redirect back left. I'm gonna want this down and then later up. So what I have to do is jump, paint, hold left, move my cursor left a little bit, paint, and keep holding left. Jump, paint, hold left on the other stick. This is a confusing set of inputs to make. I can't really buffer on the other mushroom because I'd have to repaint that, like moving the thing much more. After I press the jump button, I could like move my hand real quick over to the mouse? Maybe that would help. And if I'm doing that, I'm gonna buffer with the rightmost mushroom. Okay. So I just have to press the jump button, that's all. Can't really do that with my left hand while I'm holding the stick and other buttons. So, here's what I'm doing. Jump. Perfect. Okay, so here's my mouse. Okay. I'm gonna unpaint this. Paint it here. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll paint that as well. Okay, so I got a lot of painting to do real quick. So as I jump... So my jump from here to here and to here gives me time to move my hand onto the mouse and find my bearings with that. After that, I need to repaint this mushroom and this mushroom. Get down here, elevate that, and elevate that. Now my left hand's not doing much at this point. Can I elevate a mushroom while I'm on it? I mean, I assume so. I got up here somehow. Though I can just get up here without anything special, though. Okay, so, let's try this. So, paint order. This mushroom, this dot, wait here and do this at the perfect time. Well, I gotta time this carefully too. Okay, so paint mushroom, get to dot. Oh jeez, let's just try it. Huh? Mushroom dot. Yeah, okay, that's like real hard to do. How will I ever? Yeah, I can't do that. So how did I do this much? I mean, for this I can just do that. But I have to somehow... Okay, so there's another way to make this happen. Other way being... Whoa, this. Oh, that's... Why don't I understand buttons anymore? That's way too fast. Okay. Can I make it happen slower with a smaller brush size? No, that happens way too fast, regardless. Yeah, that's way too fast. No, I have to do it different way. This is fascinating. Like, this is... Unless I'm just misunderstanding what I'm trying to do here, this is by far the most intense brush puzzle in the entire game. Whoa. Okay. Let's try it... See, the problem is I can't grow this mushroom now because it pushes me to a bad place for jumping onto that one. Okay, let's just, like, try a whole bunch... Just try. Just throw yourself at the problem, and eventually it'll make sense. Okay. Cursor is... No, it needs to be here. Unless I do this all in one motion. Which I can. Okay, that's actually easier. Is it? Ugh. I need to be in two places at once for that. Okay, so can I ever get to this mushroom with this one already grown? Well, kinda. That happens. But if I start over here, I can have everything grown already. It does mean I have to do 3 of this action. And I gotta get my mouse hand to the right place right away. What if I don't mouse hand? Let's try this with the gamepad. Oh, okay, there it is. Alright, that was fascinating. I had to work for that one. It's fire. I got fire as a reward. Alright. It even makes a fiery noise. And actually lights a little fire. Huh! Doesn't actually set my brush on fire like a campfire does, but I appreciate that there's a fire effect for that. Okay, there's a phone booth right near here somewhere. There are like lots of phone booths on this island. It is well served. What would my family say now? Alright, situation is... I got the brush style. To be honest, I have no idea! I don't think there's anything left for you to do! I guess you can wander and draw as long as you like. At least that's what I think. Okay! I did it. I finished the game. Oh, the phone's ringing though. Hello? Hey. You're from the Brekkie Sweet Shop. Pizza. You've done something pretty incredible. I did? You completed the entire game 100%! Honestly, that's a pretty wild accomplishment. There are a lot of secrets in this game. Hold on, looking at this character, suddenly this is a Greg Lobanov stand-in, isn't it? I see the resemblance now, suddenly, now that this is the character who's talking to me for this. There are a lot of secrets in this game, so great job! You should visit your home and luncheon sometime. I have some friends who'd really like to meet you. Do I get a developer room or something? I think maybe. Will it be quicker to exit this way? Yes, this is the... Whoa! It's Prunus! He is still with me. Pizza, may I speak with you? Prunus! I nearly forgot. You've been on my head this whole time? I told you I'd be out of your way. But that's what I'd like to discuss. To be honest with you, while you were on Spoon's Island, I met someone very special. On Spoon's Island? Why is this happening here now? We started a family here. On my head? Yes, it's very heartwarming and sweet. And I have had a wonderful time here, learning about your surface culture. But I'm starting to feel that it might be time for us to move on. I'd like to raise my children back home and feast. And I have so much knowledge I could take back with me. Okay, you're just saying, I found a mate here in location you're currently in. That's what's going on. This wasn't a Spoon's Island specific thing. This is a, you completed the game and therefore Prunus is ready to leave thing. So would it be alright for me to go back home? Of course! Thank you, Pizza. Truly thank you for everything. If you ever come back to feast, I'll still be happy to translate for you there. Okay, great. So, translation services continue, but Prunus leaves my head. But for now, so long! Remember to keep your ears clean! Alright, Prunus left the party. I didn't expect that to actually resolve itself, but it totally did. Alright, let's go see family. Oof, hard landing. Alright, Pizza's house. Let's see what's here for me. Oh, no. Pizza's house, not Pizza's mother and father's house. Okay, right. That house. I got them mixed up. Let's try this again. Today's the day of not knowing where to go. Good thing that hint line is available. Pizza's house. Here we go. Lots of people. Curry. Hi, I'm Greg. I knew it! I was the game director, programmer, designer, writer, and did some other odds and ends. It sounds like a lot, but it was all really, really fun. I have a restless urge to make things. It's been that way since I was a kid. And it feels really weird to be, like, reading out loud the words of the developer here. But I guess I'm doing it. I did it for everybody else, so why stop now? And it's probably the main way I relate to other people too. I love learning about others' passions and their creativity. In a certain light, this game was a way to explore the idea of creativity. Oh yeah, you went some interesting places with that. And maybe give players a chance to explore theirs too. You sure did give me a challenge. I hope you had a good time. I did. At the outset of this project, I wanted to learn more about creativity, as a way to learn about myself. But this game came to be about a lot of things. I think because creativity is so central to who I am. So all these other aspects of myself and my relationships, and everyone else who worked on this game, kind of leaked into this world. Ain't that just the way? And even after this exploration, there's still much I still don't understand. Guess I'll just have to keep searching. Hope you do too. I've been learning to think about art as communication. When I connect with someone else's creation, well, there's really nothing else like it. It's because deep down we all share something fundamental. So a great piece of art can reveal a personal, fundamental thing, and give others a way to see that thing in themselves. That's why you can feel close to someone just by studying their art. There's a really special connection you can form with someone that way. It's not the same as knowing the person, but it's definitely something real. I think there's something beautiful about that. Alright, so maybe I taught some people more about me by drawing the things I drew. I wanted to explore that idea a little bit, with the way pizza relates to chicory. It's a funny and personal thing for me, because I've been such a pizza my whole life. Wanting so badly to connect with people whose art spoke to me. But after making my own games for years and telling my own stories, I find myself more and more often in Chicory's position. Fans might feel they've had a really personal experience with me, but to me they're strangers. It's so odd, right? Oh man, parasocial relationships. I know a thing or two about this. And yet, each and every one means so much to me. I put myself as truthfully as I can into everything I do, because I want to share connections with people. I may not know you. You do, we've talked. But if you cared at all about this game and the people in it, then in a way, I'd say we're friends now. Aww. And we might not ever have the chance to really meet. But if you want to give back, you should share your own creativity with the world. The same way we did when we made this game. That's how we can keep this conversation going, so to speak. I devoted my whole life to making this game over 2 years or so there's a lot more I could say about it. I want to tell all the little stories that happened along the way. But at some point enough is enough, right? I'd love to share more about the process in an art book or something. For now, there's really just one thing to say. Thanks for playing! Thanks for caring. And thanks for being you. Ah, such great messages from Greg, always. Hello, I'm Em, and I did most of the sound design. I noticed this character looked a little unusual, so it makes sense this was a developer stand-in. Preston Wright was a big help with the boss sound effects. I was really happy to be part of this game because it has a message I think is super important. I've always felt sad to hear people say they're not creative, because I believe very deeply that we're all creative, and that all it takes is trying. I'm being distracted by the presence and absence of apostrophes here. Why am I like this? I don't want to be. I think it's amazing what we can do when we push away the pressure that makes creativity seem a big deal. I hope that while playing, you discovered or nurtured some of the creativity within yourself. I tried. I definitely connected with this message while making the game. I did my best to work through pressure I was feeling from expectations, and just have fun with the tactile and silly paint sounds. When I started this project, I got a bucket of paint, some glue, and some flour, and recorded everything I could think of for a couple of days. Mixing, stirring, squelching, and the like. I've seen video of this. It's amusing. The best sounds were when I cupped my paint-covered hands together and made farts. This is what made up all the text menu and painting sounds, as well as a good deal of the interactable objects. So most of what you hear in the sound design is just paint. Working this way, I often feel like I don't even design the sounds. The sounds exist in the world, and I've just practiced how to listen to them and coax them out. It really feels like something anyone can do. I was listening for sounds that felt pleasant and relaxing. There were some really interesting things said there. I didn't have anything more to say about them, but I appreciated that little bit of the conversation. Because I wanted you to feel that same kind of relaxation while you were painting or running around the world. I hope it worked. Anyway, thanks for playing our game. I hope you can continue to follow those little moments of joy towards creating something you love. Lesson 3. Well, hi, I'm Lena. I wrote all the music in this game. There's well over 2 hours of it, which is the most I've ever written for one thing. Is it? Is the Celeste soundtrack less than 2 hours? I guess it must be. When Greg first reached out to me about writing music, all he had was just a placeholder dog in a blank paintable room. And I was like, heck yes, I want to make music for this dog's adventures. That was the whole pitch. And the idea of Draw Dog was so strong, that was this game's original name. That's what I knew it as for the first little bit of its development. That a lot of people were all in before knowing anything more. But there's a lot more to it, as you've probably found after playing a lot of the game to get here. I remember starting on the game, I really wanted to write for lots of live instruments. When we were brainstorming what instruments to use, I remembered back to my elementary school music classes. Everyone learned music on recorders for some reason, and so my brain connected that with the idea of a dog entering the world as a brand new wielder. So recorders, and by proximity, Renaissance instruments, became the starting point for the music. Okay, now that I think about it, I remember what a recorder sounds like, and I can identify where that was in the music. I haven't thought about things that way for a while. Oops, I faced away somehow. It's a silly, subtle thing, but the music becomes more and more advanced as the story progresses. So recorders progress towards classical woodwinds, and then synths that sound like woodwinds. Lutes to acoustic guitars to electric guitars. Harpsichord to piano to organ, stuff like that. Did people notice these details? I didn't specifically, but if I'd been primed to look for it, I probably would have. Or are they just for nerdy composers like me to write about afterwards? Anyway, I hope you enjoy the music. It's a really personal expression of my journey as a wielder. I hope you connected with it the same way I felt while writing it. That is a cool story about how all this came to be. The year I wrote most of the music, 2020, sure was a challenging thing. I think a lot of my emotions during this time came out in the music. I think any long-term project is going to pick up the emotions its creators had while making it. Oh yeah, everything is made in context. This is a thing. I guess that's kind of the conflict in this game, huh? Hopefully mine are less creepy trees, and more just some darkly tinged clouds with a hint of hope beyond them. Anyway, thanks for sticking around for all this text. See ya! Alright, what about Shroom? Hi, I'm Madeline. I drew all the environment stuff. Am I gonna stick with the Shroom voice for this? No, this is Madeline speaking through Shroom. This is not Shroom anymore. Thanks for taking the time to look at all my wobbly plants, windows, benches, etc. Most of the plants I drew are vague references to actual ones that exist around me in the Pacific Northwest. I really enjoyed studying shapes of different weeds and wildflowers and making them recognizable in my art style. That sounds really cool. I would enjoy doing something like that. Let me know if you need the full Latin name for any of them. I think I got some of those when I bought them in the plant shop, didn't I? I probably have a list somewhere. My favorite object I drew in the whole game is located in the swamp. That thing! Alright. I couldn't tell you where this is, but that's the favorite object of Madeline. I titled its file as Big Rotted Stump Filled with Moss. Did you see it? I'm sure I did. I honestly didn't notice it though. Isn't it beautiful? Don't tell Greg, but it's actually my self-portrait. Pancake. Whoa, hey! You sure played this game a bunch. I'm Alexis. I designed and animated all the characters, and did the promo art and a few other bits and pieces. But the characters were my main focus. I hope you like them! I tried to make each of them feel like someone who you might meet in the real world, and want to know more about. That definitely was done well, for sure. If you have a favorite character, I do. I would love to know who they are! It's Pickle. Definitely Pickle. I like a lot of them, but Pickle gets my favorite. I love drawing and learning about animals, and thinking about their peculiarities and adaptations, so I jumped at the chance to make a whole game full of them. There's a lot of fun questions to answer. My early sketches are covered with notes like, is everyone vegan? No predator-prey relationships? Are birds people? Are reptiles? Amphibians? Fish? What about the fact that Pizza's father is a raccoon, but everybody else in that family is a dog? We basically ended up saying yes to all of those. Bugs occupy the widest spectrum. They have a society similar to the vertebrates in Picnic, but also many smaller bugs taking over slots in the ecosystem that vertebrates would usually occupy, like the sparrow bugs around Potluck, or the hummingbird moths. So all the birds were bugs? Okay. Hummingbird moths are actually real, though. You should look them up, they're so cool. I used to work in animation on lots of different things. This is the first game I've ever worked on, and the first project I've been such a big part of from start to finish. It's been incredible and so much fun and really rewarding. A situation kind of like this is what led to Night in the Woods, too. It's, so like, bringing somebody outside games who knows, like, other stuff in can have some interesting results like that. And a bit scary. I have trouble valuing my own ideas. It's something I'm working on, but since I'm new to making games, I found it especially hard to judge whether any idea I had was helpful. Look at that face! Or even practical. I know I spent way too long on some things. This is something I don't think I saw you do when I talked to you elsewhere. Right, you were in Brekkie and you were fascinated by the little butterfly or whatever flying around. Was that the hummingbird moth? Probably. Or put too much animation into things that go by very quickly. I still have a lot to learn. But I like learning. Gotta do this shuffle every time. I wrote this a few months before we released the game, while I was deep in trying to finish the animations, and we were finalizing the dialogue to send it to translators. I know by now that I'm not going to be able to put everything I want to put into this game. It's a scary thought, knowing we're going to release something that doesn't feel perfect to me. But if I'm honest, would it ever feel perfect? No. No creative work ever does. You just decide when it's done, and, that's good enough. Nothing is perfect. Even if I got everything in that I wanted to, I'm sure I'd want to revisit the first animations I did and redo them. There are effects animations that I'm not totally happy with, and some of the designs could be stronger, and there's too many mammals compared to the number of reptiles and birds, and loads of characters that benefit from more emotes, and... if it was up to me to call it finished, it might never be finished. And then nobody would get to play it. So, I'm glad it's not just up to me. I'm so glad I'm making this with friends who I love and trust. Probably nothing can ever actually be perfect, but I know together we can make something honest and beautiful. I really, really hope you like it. What a great developer room that was. Like, everybody's thoughts, I could identify with a lot of parts of them, and I thought these were some very good insights. I appreciated this greatly. I like how I've done the exact opposite with the colors of these two. Okay, game's done. They've moved to different places. Marzipan's on my bed now. Sorry, Lena's on my bed now. If I'd done this a few times, maybe I could have had... Oh, hey, Shroom's actually sitting there. Right. Yeah, the seats get occupied. Greg's behind the computer. Alright, that's it. That's Chicory. Kind of weirdly low-key ending, but hey, this world continues. Anybody can make a brush now. Let me go see my favorite character again. That's what I'll end it with. Will you have anything to say? There's your self-portrait. Nothing to say. Alright, well, see ya, Pickle. It's been fun. And yeah, see ya the rest of you. It has been fun. I'll see you again for another game sometime somewhere.